The three extinct Finno-Volgaic languages, Meryan, Meshchera, and Muromian, are a point of interest and their linguistic features have been often discussed. Although none of these languages left written records, their existence was mentioned by Russian chroniclers, and they left a number of toponyms and influences in the Russian dialects in their former regions. The most well-known of these languages is Meryan, which was spoken around Moscow and Kostroma. This language left multiple toponyms in Russia, from which many former Meryan words can be reconstructed. Among these words are Jähre, Volo, Vondo, Ile, and Kolo. Some linguists also believe that Meryan used to have the plural K rather than T. Besides Meryan, however, there were the Muromians and Meshcherians, from whom we know much less. Muromian seems to have been a closely related language to Meryan, perhaps even a dialect of Meryan. We are able to know a few words of Muromian, such as Yuga, Viksa. However, we have only a little data of them. The last one of these extinct languages is Meshchera, which is subject to multiple theories. Some linguists, such as Rahkonen, believed that it was a Permic language, while others believed that it was Mordvinic. Although Meshchera was geographically distant from Permians, migrations may still be complex. The case for Meshchera being Permian is often argued for on the basis of some toponymic data. Some Meshchera hydronymic stems, such as vil, ich, un, and ul, seem to be comparable to the Udmurt terms will, ichi, uno, and ulo. However, all of this remains speculative. Most of these languages were assimilated by the Russians, as they began to settle in former Finno-Ugric regions and often intermarried with some of these languages. However, some believe that the Meshchera were also assimilated into later Turkic tribes. It has also been proposed that these languages, specifically Meryan, influenced Russian in a limited manner, as Moscow used to be inhabited by Meryan tribes. Although no Meryan loanwords exist in official Russian, some linguists have proposed that certain grammatical structures, such as the absence of the copula and the structure of using the word to be in the place of to have, are influenced by Meryan. Although these grammatical structures have some precedent in earlier Slavic, it is still often suggested that Finno-Ugric influence strengthened and solidified these linguistic structures in Russian. Yet it must still be noted that the possible influence on Russian grammar is still quite minimal, and the most these languages left were toponyms.